Hello. Thanks for coming back to my channel this week. And I don't know if you remember when I made this guy, but in the video when I made him, I said I have plans on making a Gary. Low-key, I'm thinking of getting like a pop Dorbz and turning it into Gary. Just saying. And this used to be the Jared Leto Suicide Squad version of a Funko Pop. And so when I saw this, I thought it was kind of perfect to turn him into Gary. It's the Suicide Squad Jared Leto Dorbz. And I found it for $3 at the exchange. Whoa. I think he's gonna make a perfect Gary. I'm going to paint him up in his little shirt and little jacket. We're gonna cover up the Joker-esque things here, and I'm gonna try to sand down his hair a little bit, and we're gonna have a little Gary. Also, when we sealed this, it's so shiny. We used a glossy top coat. I'm gonna sand it down, and we're gonna spray a matte coat over it, hoping to get sort of the regular, like, Funko Pop look, because this is really shiny. So the main focus of the video is gonna be turning him into Gary, and we're also I'm just gonna sand this down, and then when I'm ready to spray Gary with the clear coat, we'll spray them both at the same time. So that's where we're starting. These are the paints that I'm going to be using. Sorry, some of them are upside down. It's like the last little bit of the paint. And it doesn't matter that it says gloss because we're gonna cover it in a matte. But there's the supplies, my little paint tray, my water cup, my paintbrushes, and my sandpaper. Well, that's cute. I thought I was recording this, but I wasn't. I just sanded all of his tattoos off. Like, this stuff, it sands right off. I need this hairline to be gone. I need, like, a horseshoe. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this, but I'm just gonna start sanding the hair down and see what I can get to. Alright, I need this hair to be gone, and I don't know what to do. That's gonna take me 12 years. To keep sanding it like that's gonna take me 12 years. I don't know what to do. I'm like imagining maybe a Dremel, like, let me see what I can find. Well, we didn't have a Dremel, but Pat's got some pretty nice hand carving tools for woodworking, and he carved out a little spot for me. So now I need to sand this down and get it nice and smooth. Okay, after all that sanding, this is about as good as I'm gonna get. There's one little divot in the top here that I can't quite get. Now we get to paint! So the first thing I want to do is mix up a skin tone. I want it to kind of match the Joker's here. And I think what I did before was just this cream, maybe like that drop of brown. Let's take some of this over here. That's what I'm looking for, right there. And then we just gonna paint him. I know with the Joker I taped off his hair, but I don't think I need to do that with Gary. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if we get some of the skin tone paint on the hair because we're gonna paint the hair brown anyway. And no, Gary's not gonna be shirtless. I'm just doing this as kind of a base. I am going to paint a shirt on him. That dome is gonna take a lot of paint to cover up that green. All right, we're gonna let little Gary dry for a little bit. And then we will come back and I'm not going to show you me continuing to paint him over and over. I will come back once this has all the coats on it that it needs. And we're ready to paint his hair and then do his outfit. So I'm going to add, it's probably going to take about 5 coats. I'll let you know when I come back. So I've decided as I'm letting his head dry in between, I'm going to try to paint his hair. And so I had this over here that I mixed for the skin tone. It ended up too dark. So we're going to add some brown and a drop of black and see if that gets us the hair color that we want. It's like a gray brown. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I want it to be a little bit darker. So we'll do 1 drop of black. A drop of orange. I don't want it to be gray. This is kind of looking gray, so that's why I added the orange. It's still not the brown that I want, so maybe adding more sienna Yeah, that brown looks better than that brown. We're gonna use this brown. And if it doesn't work, then we'll go over it with a darker brown. His hair's darker than that. We gotta make that darker. So we'll add a little bit more black. Yes, that's the brown I want. I'm pretty positive now. I'm just trying to get most of it covered, and then I'm gonna take a detail brush and go over the edges. I would say that that is one covered little dome. Pat thinks he looks like George Costanza right now. I agree. What I want to do is very carefully go around the brown edges. The back is pretty good, but up here in the horseshoe, it's kind of sloppy. All right, I think that's looking pretty good. While I'm waiting on the hair to dry, the little edges I just did, we're gonna go ahead and mix up the paint for his blue jeans. Some blue and a drop of black. Boop. Now, even if this isn't like perfectly on the lines that used to be there, it's fine. I'm gonna draw a hoodie over him anyway. That helped give me a pretty straight line, just holding the brush on its side and going around. And with our little detail brush, we'll get around his arms. I'm gonna let him dry, and then I'll add a few more coats of paint to his pants. I did forget to mention it probably took about 8 coats to cover his head and 2 coats for the hair. So we'll see how many coats it takes to get the pants a nice even color. But I'll be back. All right, I've got 3 coats on for his pants. While that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and paint his feet brown for his shoes. It's going to happen to be the same color as his hair. Alright, pants are completely dry, so is all the hair work that I've done. He's looking pretty good. I got his little shoes on, and after they were dry, I did go through and I sanded a little bit of his head and his face here just to get rid of some of the brush strokes, and I touched up a little more around his horseshoe here. So he is ready for a shirt now. For his shirt, I have this. It says it's Barnyard Red. And I have a black. There it is. There's the color I need. Okay. So to start his jacket, I am going to use my pinstripe brush because I want to line everything. Now for the painting. Oh boy, I'm getting pretty excited for this little guy. In between letting the shirt dry, I want to work on his beard because yes, he has a beard. And this is the part that I'm most nervous about, but we're going to try it. We're going to get as light of a color as we can. And he's got like a chin strap beard, so we're going to go from here to here. And then try to line that up on this side from here. To here. We will paint over that in black because that lets me know where I need to stop for his beard. So let's just go straight across for now. We're going to connect the 2 sides. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think we're getting somewhere with this. So the only thing with his beard is it comes down and then it kind of goes up a little bit. And then comes back down. Yeah, and he's got a little mustache. Mustache. beard. I kind of want to do his eyes now. Oh boy. Alright guys, I'm calling that a total win for his face. The only thing really left to do with him is to add a few more coats to his jacket and then some finishing details like the lines for his pants and his shoes and jacket. I'm gonna add a few more details, add a shirt, but I'll be back when this is completely done. I'm gonna do a matte coat on him and the Joker, and that's the next time you will see all of us. Oh my gosh, he's more adorbsable than I thought. Oh my goodness. My little Gary. We put 3 coats of the matte spray paint on them and it definitely toned down the shine on the Joker. So I'm very pleased. I am so psyched with how this turned out. And they look so great on top of the picture frame. I'm so happy. They're so cute. I'm so excited. Boop. Boom. Oh my gosh. Well guys, that's all I have for this week. If you enjoyed this week's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Sunday. And until next week, keep on marching to the beat of your own drum. Peace.